Welcome back to Starstruck TV, your go-to channel for deep dives, reviews, and behind-the-scenes insights into the biggest films and TV shows. Today, we're turning our attention to one of Amazon Prime's standout shows, Alex Cross. We're breaking down how this thrilling adaptation of James Patterson's iconic book series matches up to the source material, and the moments where it veers off course. If you're as curious as I am about what changed, why it changed, and whether the alterations were for better or worse, buckle up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Before diving into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage. Alex Cross is one of the most enduring characters in modern crime fiction. Introduced by James Patterson in Along Came a Spider back in 1993. Cross is a highly skilled psychologist and detective working in Washington, D.C., who uses his intellect, empathy, and razor-sharp instincts to solve some of the most harrowing cases imaginable. Over the course of more than 25 books, Patterson explores not only Cross's professional life, but also his deeply personal struggles as a father, widower, and black man, navigating systemic challenges in his profession and beyond. Amazon Prime's Alex Cross takes this beloved character and reimagines him for a serialized TV audience. With Aldous Hodge in the lead role, the show covers some of the earlier books while also creating new material to weave into Cross's story. It stays faithful to certain core elements, like Cross's relationship with his children and his unyielding commitment to justice, but it's clear that some creative liberties were taken to modernize the character and his world. Now, let's talk about the first key differences between the books and the show. Number 1. The character of Alex Cross. One of the first things fans of the books noticed is how Alex Cross is portrayed. Patterson's Cross is a seasoned professional, calm under pressure, meticulous, and a little reserved. The TV show, however, amps up the intensity. Hodge's Alex Cross is more emotionally raw, particularly when dealing with personal tragedies or when his family is threatened. Why the change? It likely comes down to the visual medium. Television thrives on high-stakes drama, and while book readers might appreciate Cross's measured demeanor, that approach might not translate as engagingly to screen audiences. The show gives us a more vulnerable, human version of Alex Cross, which makes sense for a serialized format where viewers tune in weekly for an emotional connection. Some fans have praised Hodge's performance, saying it adds depth to the character. Others argue that the more stoic Cross from the books felt truer to his intellectual persona. 2. The villains, simplified or expanded. James Patterson's novels are known for their terrifyingly complex villains, from the cunning Gary Sinise in Along Came a Spider to the psychotic Kyle Craig in The Mastermind. The show, however, condenses and simplifies certain antagonist arcs for the sake of pacing. Take Gary Sinise, for example. In the book, Sinise is a deeply layered character with a traumatic backstory and intricate motives. The TV version, while chilling, streamlines his characterization to focus more on his role as a direct foil to Alex Cross. This is a classic adaptation move. It's hard to fit an entire psychological profile into a handful of episodes without slowing down the main plot. That said, the show also adds depth to other villains, like the larger organization behind some of Cross's biggest cases. This shift might reflect modern audiences' appetite for interconnected stories and big-picture stakes, akin to what we see in shows like The Wire or True Detective. 3. Nanam Mama's role. Another noticeable change is Nanam Mama, Alex's beloved grandmother, who plays a significant role in the books. In Patterson's series, she's the moral backbone of the family, a no-nonsense matriarch who balances tough love with unwavering support for Alex and his children. In the show, Nanam Mama is still a key character, but her screen time is adjusted to give more focus to Alex's professional life. Some fans feel this change detracts from the warm, family-centered dynamic that's so important in the books. Others think it's a necessary adjustment, allowing the series to spend more time on crime-solving and less on domestic scenes. Number 4. The timeline. The Alex Cross books span decades, with Cross aging and his family evolving over time. The show, however, compresses this timeline significantly. Rather than showing Cross's long career trajectory, it picks key moments and reimagines them into a cohesive narrative that unfolds over a shorter period. This change might seem drastic, but it makes sense for television. A compressed timeline allows the showrunners to highlight the most compelling aspects of Alex Cross's career without worrying about continuity issues or casting older versions of characters down the line. Number 5. Modernized Themes. Finally, let's talk about thematic updates. Patterson's books reflect the societal issues of their time, often delving into systemic racism, corruption, and the complexities of justice. The show takes these themes and updates them for a 2020s audience, addressing topics like police reform, surveillance culture, and even the mental toll of being in law enforcement. Some of these updates feel natural, while others might come across as heavy-handed to longtime fans. Still, they reflect an effort to make the story resonate with today's viewers, which is commendable. Number 6. The Evolution of Samson. Fans of the books will know John Samson as Alex Cross's best friend and longtime partner on the police force. In the novels, Samson is fiercely loyal, providing both emotional support and backup during the most dangerous cases. He's an anchor for Alex, often bringing a more grounded perspective to their investigations. In the Amazon series, Samson is still present, but his role is slightly reimagined. While the camaraderie between the two characters remains intact, the show delves more into Samson's personal life and backstory. For example, the series introduces a subplot involving his struggle with balancing police work and family obligations, something that's only hinted at in the books. This change adds layers to his character, making him more relatable and giving viewers another point of entry into the story. However, some fans argue that these added elements take time away from the Cross-Samson dynamic, which is one of the most compelling aspects of the books. Number 7. Missing cases and storylines. One of the biggest challenges with adapting a book series as expansive as Alex Cross is deciding which cases to include. The novels are filled with unforgettable investigations, from the high-stakes kidnapping in Along Came a Spider to the chilling murders in Kiss the Girls. The show, however, can't cover every storyline, so some fan-favorite cases are omitted or heavily altered. For instance, the Along Came a Spider plot is condensed to fit within a single season, leaving out some of the nuanced cat-and-mouse dynamic between Cross and Gary Sinegi. Similarly, the Kiss the Girls storyline is streamlined, with fewer victims and a quicker resolution to the mystery. These omissions might disappoint die-hard fans, but they're a necessary evil in adapting such a dense series. The showrunners prioritize pacing and accessibility, ensuring that even newcomers to the franchise can follow along without feeling overwhelmed. 8. The family focus. The Alex Cross books are as much about family as they are about crime solving. Alex's children, Damon, Janelle, and Allie, play a significant role in the novels, offering moments of levity and reminding readers of what Alex is fighting to protect. Nanam Mama, of course, is the glue that holds the family together, providing wisdom and comic relief in equal measure. The series takes a slightly different approach. While Alex's family is still central to the story, their involvement is scaled back in certain episodes to make room for the procedural elements. For example, Damon and Janelle are depicted as older and more independent, reducing the need for Alex to juggle fatherhood with his demanding job. That said, the show does introduce some heartfelt family moments, particularly in scenes where Alex reflects on the loss of his first wife, Maria. These flashbacks are a powerful addition, giving viewers a deeper understanding of Alex's grief and his drive to protect those he loves. So, why were these changes made? Why did the showrunners choose to make these changes? The answer likely lies in the differences between reading a book and watching a TV series. In a novel, readers can linger on Alex's inner thoughts and the intricate details of an investigation. On screen, however, the story needs to move at a faster pace to hold viewers' attention. Additionally, the series aims to appeal to a broad audience, not just fans of the books. By streamlining complex storylines and focusing on universal themes like family, justice, and resilience, the show becomes more accessible to viewers who may not be familiar with James Patterson's work. And finally, did the changes work? This brings us to the ultimate question. Did these changes improve the story, or did they dilute what made the books so special? The answer is, it depends. For longtime fans of the novels, certain omissions and alterations might feel like a betrayal of the source material. Gary Sonegi's simplified arc, for example, loses some of the psychological depth that made him such a compelling villain in Along Came a Spider. Similarly, the reduced focus on Alex's family might disappoint readers who cherish those moments of warmth and humor. On the other hand, viewers who are new to the Alex Cross universe might appreciate the show's streamlined narrative and modern updates. The faster pacing, emotional stakes, and visually stunning action sequences make the series an engaging watch, even if you've never picked up a James Patterson novel. Ultimately, the Alex Cross adaptation strikes a delicate balance between staying true to the source material and reimagining the story for a new medium. While it may not capture every nuance of the books, it successfully brings Alex Cross's world to life in a way that feels fresh and relevant. Aldous Hodge's performance, in particular, is a standout, capturing the complexity and humanity of one of crime fiction's most iconic characters. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the Alex Cross series. Let me know in the comments what you think of the show. Did it live up to your expectations, or were you left wanting more? And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Starstruck TV for more reviews, recaps, and behind-the-scenes insights. Until next time, stay curious.